Hey everyone, welcome to Sober Jable. I am Joshua Abel. So this weekend I worked both Saturday and Sunday night. We were kind of busy. Saturday I had a 2-table section. I was a little frustrated because I only had a 2-table section and they just kept sitting me with 2 tops all night long. So I wasn't really able to make the money that I'd hoped to on a Saturday night. Now, last night, I actually had a 3-table section, and, I was staying busy all night long. It was just, I was flipping tables, so I made, pretty decent money. It's never enough. It's never enough money. I always want more and more and more, but, hopefully it's starting to pick up. I'm still looking into other options because this just isn't viable. My body just can't take it anymore, walking around on that hard concrete in, crappy shoes. My ankles are swelling, my feet are swelling, my bones are aching, my muscles hurt. So I'm definitely gonna have to find something different. Something else that happened this weekend was I got my moped back, which should be super exciting, but it's not. Because I got it home. I didn't get it home. My sister and her husband, Brian, went and picked it up while I was at work one night. And, then yesterday morning, I got on it. I was going to run up to a gas station and, grab a pack of cigarettes, test out the moped, make sure it was running properly and everything. And it wouldn't even start. Now, this is so frustrating because they had it for 2 weeks. They had to order 2 separate parts. They were waiting on the parts, and then they had gotten the parts in, they fixed it up, and they didn't even call me to tell me it was ready. My sister had to call on Saturday morning, and they told her, "Oh yeah, we thought we called you. It was done yesterday." The lack of communication just boggles my mind. I don't understand how anyone could run a business like that. It's maddening. But what's even more frustrating is that the damn thing doesn't even work. I'm going to give him a call back again this morning. I went in under the seat, and as you know, I'm not mechanically inclined, but there are hoses that are just loose, like flopped all over the place. So I tried looking on YouTube to see if I could figure out, where this hose might go. I went in under the moped and was searching around. I went into the little compartment under the seat, searching around. I can't figure out where this thing goes. So I've got to call him this morning and probably take it in again. But at this point, I'm so frustrated and actually a little nervous because even if they do fix it, I have, a 20-mile drive to work. If I get halfway there and the thing just quits, I'm stuck. And so at this point, it's almost to the point where you just give us our money back and, we'll go somewhere else because this is insane. Now, what this leads me to is trying to get out of my own head, because yesterday I was so mad that it wouldn't work. I took a walk up to Dollar General. I was completely out of cigarettes, so I had to go. I needed to go. So I walked, a mile there and a mile back to get cigarettes, and this thought just keeps festering in my head. I'll replay it over and over and over and over again. And I've found that I do this a lot on a lot of different situations. I'll just sit and I'll fester over something. Whether or not I can control it, it doesn't matter. I'll just sit and I'll stew and I'll stew. And I'll start making up conversations in my head. If I have to go talk to a boss, it could be good, it could be bad, I don't know. I'll start making up conversations in my head, and I'll put in my head exactly what they're gonna say. they're going to say this, and then I'm going to respond with this, try and weasel my way out or try and amp myself up. And I do this all the time. And I noticed I was doing it yesterday after work. I'm finding that people around here don't know how to tip appropriately. I'll get some party with an $80 check and they'll tip me $6. Well, that's only like 12%. And I'll fester on it. And then, it'll happen again and again and again. And I'll just get madder and madder and madder. And, I'll just think about it over and over and over again. So I need to find different ways to get out of my head and stop those conversations, because I literally drive myself crazy with them. Yesterday, fortunately, I was able to go to church. Now, as you know, I'm not a religious person, but I found that just getting out of the environment I was in that caused me to stew in whatever situation I was in really helped me, because I was able to, just let it go and focus on something else, something more positive. So I really need to find different ways to get out of my head and focus on things that would actually benefit me financially, spiritually, physically. So I'm not, because when I get into that wheel that starts spinning, it's hard to get out. And when I was drinking, that was an easy solution. It was really easy for me to just get all worked up and then start getting the wheels in motion. But whenever I would have to walk to a liquor store or, hop on a bus to a gas station, and then just start pounding away, it would kind of clear that away. It would just kind of, mask it. And then, I'd binge on Netflix or whatever, and, kind of take whatever elements were driving me crazy out of my head. So I hope you got value out of this. I would love to hear some of the ways that you get out of your own head. I'm always open to suggestions. Make sure to comment below, because I'd love to hear those suggestions. Also, if you got value of this, make sure to give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe. Hit that bell when you do subscribe so you get notification of when I create a new video. And I will talk to you soon. Take care. So there she sits. Good old orange. Well, not so good old, because this stupid thing isn't working. It kind of makes me want to take a sledgehammer to the thing and throw it in a river. But hopefully we'll get her up and going pretty soon.